All right, hi, this is Michael Ellis. Now, today I'm going to be um, showing you how to create a bare bones sprouting system. So instead of like fancy jars or like proprietary um, sprouting lids and mason jars and stuff, I'm going to show you how to use like recycled materials or things you have at home that you can do to sprout. Just basically, like without going to the store to buy anything specific, things you have at home. Probably the minimum you'd need to go out and buy something would be the seeds, and that's it. So let's get started. For sprouting, basically all you need is some sort of container, and for this we're using solo cups or like party cups, or so you could basically use like a recycled coffee cup or like I don't know, some drink cup from a restaurant or takeout food or whatever. So just any recycled cup that can hold water indefinitely. So preferably plastic. Paper cup might break down a little bit. So preferably a plastic cup, just recycled. Rinsed out and cleaned out. And uh, clean enough that it can be used. So preferably with soap and water. Um, then you'll need something to act as a filter on top. So like preferably a coffee filter. If you're fancy, like cheesecloth or like a straining material. Um, uh, Coffee filters should work fine. I'm not sure about like paper towel or such because it might break down. But yeah, coffee filters should work perfectly for this. Cheesecloth, um, or like yeah, cheesecloth or coffee filters should work perfectly for this. You're gonna need a plate to hold your uh, cups to drain onto. Actually, I should get a bigger plate because I'm gonna have three cups going. Just so you don't get a surface wet or anything. And then you're gonna need your seeds. Um, Sprouting seeds, ideally. You can also get like bulk ground cover seeds. Those should be okay for consumption, just as long as they're not treated with anything. They're just like the organic seeds. Um, Iffy would be like something like a like a ground cover for like deer or something, as long as they aren't treated and they aren't labeled not for human consumption. And like at the worst, um, like feed seed or like bird feeder seed, as long as it's again not treated and not labeled not for human consumption. It's like an oil seed for birds or something like that, as long as it's not treated and not labeled not for human consumption. Otherwise, you can also go to like a greenery or and they might have like bulk seeds you can buy, and that would be um, okay, as long as again as they're not treated. And so yeah, um, so preferably you're looking for a non-treated ground cover collection of seeds in bulk. Um, Ideally sprouting seeds, which you can buy from either sprouting stores or just general seed stores that sell sprouting mixes. So this you might have to order on the internet or go to a special store to buy. But um, but yeah, sprouting seed mixes. Um, that might be the hardest thing to come by. Um, so yeah, um, so um, so yeah, the sprouting mix is hardest to come by. If you have plants that grow wildly outside that are used for sprouting, and you can look it up on the internet and see what kind of plants are used for sprouting. You might be able to wildcraft your own sprouting mix. which is another possibility. So, like if you go to sunflowers or stuff like that, you might be able to wildcraft your own sprouting mix. So, so yeah, that's that. And so let's get going on how to sprout. So, to begin with, you're going to need a cup. Obviously, like I said, oh, and rubber bands. I did not mention rubber bands. You'll need to. So you're going to need a cup. You're going to need a tablespoon or teaspoon rather measurement device, and we're going to start by adding 3 teaspoons to each cup. 1, 2 of our sprouting mix. Which might be a little too much, I think. All right. So then, it's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. Oh, and then water. Then we'll add cold water, about an inch over our seed. About an inch of cold water. Oh, notice I've labeled the date on there. You might want to do that. All right. And this is just pretty easy stuff. Put the coffee filter on. Put the rubber band over the coffee filter. Common sense stuff. And then we're going to leave it overnight, soaking in the water. And then the next day, we'll come out and dump the water out. Give it a good rinse. And then every day after that, in the morning preferably, we will rinse the seed and then strain it into the sink, preferably. So we'll fill it with water as our daily routine, strain it back out, and then leave it tilted sideways on the plate. But for now, I was going to get a bigger plate. Intermission. So we will strain this after day 1, or night 1, rather. So after night 1, we'll strain these and tilt them sideways after rinse. Every day, fill it, drain it, strain it, tilt it sideways on the plate, and that'll be our daily routine. So I might actually record that. So I'll stop it here, and thanks for watching. This is my class.